Let's go, party!
Charmony Festival could be you. Here come 4 friends with spirits high and full of steel.
Is he talking about us?
Excuse me, you 4. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all of the
Bro!
challenges?
Just randomly a mentoring's voice. What the
Would you
hell?
be open to a brief exclusive interview with us? It'll be quick.
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky
What the hell?
blanketed
This is,
by banners,
it's not that serious,
you fight
man.
for the
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty!
Oh, and Genty would be so proud.
A knight's head is hard as steel.
Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the soul-glad business empire's founder, Mr. Ideen.
Okay.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad's factory, Ideen Lida. My 4 friends, introduce yourselves to the audience across the cosmos.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and these are my companions.
Hello everyone, I'm the Galactic Baseballer, and she said cheese. Hello everyone, hello everyone. Is it really good to have a talent show? Hello everyone, I'm Faye. She's March 7th.
I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves adventures.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly. I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
Yo, same. I'm Faye, and I'm also an ordinary girl who likes
Nameless
adventures.
guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular.
Hell
Grab a
yeah.
bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a blast.
Okay. This place is awesome.
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a blast.
Oh yeah.
Your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established.
Any questions? Rest assured, we're gonna take an L in this. I can feel. Nah, we win. We win. Have confidence.
Ah, that's the trailblazing spirit.
As the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible.
You
March
got
and I
it.
haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her. It'd probably be better if the 2 of you paired up.
Okay.
Fine by me.
Give me the challenge.
Welcome to the first stage. In the School of Acting Challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts and
3?
move the panel judges.
All right. Sure, we start with yellow.
The champion's crown awaits you on the stage.
Contestants, as dream chasers who've come to Penacony, defeating them is your first step towards success.
Yeah.
All the Soul Glad is ours.
Dang, this is so stupid. Well, yeah, gotta keep up with the acting. Oh, wow, this is insane. We got this, though. We have to save the dreams.
Free
I
will,
don't know.
or was it fate
Didn't
destined
watch
for
the movie.
oblivion?
Have the wrong elements, but it doesn't matter. I'm
I
back
weep for the
on.
departed. It too shall fall.
They're dead. Let's go.
Soul Glad.
Pretty simple.
Give the next one. Easy peasy.
Congratulations! Just as you're about to give up, a downpour sparks a business idea. You enter the umbrella business!
Whoa.
Just as things are looking up,
What?
you encounter a competitor.
Oh, shoot.
Defeat them and emerge victorious from this trade war.
I will soar high into the sky and become its shiniest star.
Not on our watch. Our umbrellas are unmatched. Have you seen the quality of our umbrellas? They come in all sorts of designs. Some of them are even see-through. That's pretty crazy.
The measure of truth and falsehood.
Smacked with facts.
Fail.
The starter ratio just lagged.
0
He
points.
lagged my game. That's how big this game is.
Answer me.
Oh,
Fail.
goodness.
Congratulations to our 2 dream chasers! No matter how lengthy the battle, you always persevere.
That's right, power of
Take
friendship.
my soul glad away from me. Oh, dinosaur! Devour my enemies! Ah! Grab a bottle of soul glad and make your
dreams a blast! Ah!
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
Done.
You brought to life the thrilling action scenes from Once Upon a Time in Dreams with your fighting skills.
Yeah.
Looks like we won.
Blue?
Am I just a failed experiment?
What the hell? I'd like to play Dreamscape Trickster?
You guys are just like the other challengers.
Okay.
I'm just empty inside.
Tick-tock! It's time for me to make an appearance!
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the real Clocky isn't so hopeless. Oh, the plot thickens hell!
Clocky?
In Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere and can do anything!
Yeah.
I can't believe it's actually Clocky!
The fake is like, oh my god.
Please, just leave me be, Clocky.
Oh dear. Seeing it like this is utterly heart-wrenching.
I guess even troop members can experience existential crises.
Don't worry, miss.
Grab
This must be one of the missing parts that Big Tin were here. There's a missing part on the opposite side. But how do we get over there?
There's also a dream
I'm
silo
way
here by
ahead of you
Dreamville.
guys. I'm way ahead. And then we need to get this.
Tick-tock! Do I hear...
Wait! Help!
Oh dear!
He's not Clocky!
A roasted bird? Oh! This is horrible!
This is horrible!
Quickly!
Okay.
I'm asking questions. A test. 0
And
points.
dead. Alright. Save that bird. Yank.
Thank goodness you're okay!
An inner self fragment belonging to the Sweet Dreams troupe? This is just too surreal.
Grab this.
We've gathered all the missing parts.
Wow! It's working! Tick-tock!
You're whole now. Now we can do this. There we go.
Oh dear! What's going on in here? Your inner self is a mess!
Your inner self is a mess!
Qualified to be the real Clocky.
No! This is unacceptable! You have to face your fears!
What the hell? Since it's come down to this, I have to use the clockwork. Clocky, this is a very different side of you.
Success!
Yoink! There we go.
Go forth, my friends.
It's all done.
In the final stage, you will face the defending champion. Welcome to the 30th.
Let's go. Okay. No way!
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
He's certainly extraordinary. That's my guy. What's happening? He's not talking. No! I'm so sad. There's no voice. Why? Oh my goodness.
To mediocre.
Why is he talking now?
SAS
Are you
knowledge,
kidding
the
me?
measure of
It too shall fall.
Boom. What a shame. I should have brought him out just to do the fight. That would have been so funny. Oh well. He would have been good against his own fight.
the flesh wound. Put forth all your might. Mediocre.
Watch your head.
I weep for the departed.
Alright. It's over.
It too shall fall.
Congratulations to the Galactic Baseballer and Firefly on becoming this Scorched Sand Festival's champions!
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival. Before entering the Grand Theater, I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? No, don't give me that stupid
As
grin.
previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
I want to hear Robin say that, though.
The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. If you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
The world doesn't even work either way. This is so terrible. Both are terrible. Why are you asking me?
That's not the point. Don't let him mislead you.
I didn't want to select either
Mr.
option.
Sunday, if anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen.
Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
A while ago.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmony Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition? This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority. Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this nameless would point the spear at me. Someday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be concealed?
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness?
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies.
Is this the
and make
only thing
false
you know how to
vows.
do, Sunday? I've never seen him do anything else.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your
Also,
god, never worshipping other gods?
I already don't think this thing is all that helpful, because Aventurine could get through it, so can whoever this person this is.
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself? Always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
None of this matters.
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
I don't believe any of
have
this.
seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced.
Just a moment.
Thank you! Thank you!
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Oh!
Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the Great One? Shipe.
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. Though an eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang.
Get him!
Being overly astute can be a detriment.
Uh-oh.
Especially when you find yourself
Run!
alone.
Run, Mr. Yang! Run!
Without allies. For the sake of our grand cause, Sunday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
Run! Guys, run, run!
What?
I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing?
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Shipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many.
Who?
Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
Order?
To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
Agreed.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands.
So where are they?
And just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this road leads.
What's happening? Are you casting a spell? Why are you echoing?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world.
That's not fair.
The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
You've imprisoned us.
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. The road we once took begins here. Let's begin. The first decision. A story about a baby bird. This story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Stellaron disaster, and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us in. Later on, Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny.
We know the story.
We decided to build a nest for it, right? It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, its destiny was determined by our momentary whim. Faced with this situation, what choice would you make? Stick to the original plan and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell, or build a cage for it and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home.
Normally I'd say building a cage is actually fine, especially if it's like big enough and stuff. People have pet birds all the time.
I can't decipher his intentions right now, but based solely on that question, I would probably choose to build that dove a cage.
I would personally choose to build the little Charmony dove a cage.
Oh, I see. So we're okay with selecting that one?
If it were me, after all.
Oh, so we're all just saying building a cage.
I'm happy to see that you made a choice similar to ours. We passionately nursed it back to health, preparing only the best food for it every day. We even preened its feathers. Later, on the day that Robin left Penacony, we opened the cage door and let it fly back into the sky. I watched it for a long while by the window, probably about 3 or so days. In those 3 long days, the little Charmony dove tried again and again to spread its wings to fly into the sky, but fell to the ground. Finally, on the 137th attempt, it succeeded. But its attempt did not go perfectly. After flying unsteadily for a while, it fell to the ground. The fall shattered its wings. It writhed helplessly in my embrace. But it was all for naught, finally succumbing to a painful demise. I deeply regret the choices we made.
You didn't know it was gonna happen.
Next, let us head to the second decision. This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance. He was a dream chaser, and an illegal stowaway. He told me, I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences. Will you do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels until his inevitable judgment arrives?
The way he biasly
I look forward to everyone's decisions.
I would probably ask the Bloodhounds to stop their pursuit.
I'd probably choose to ask the Bloodhounds.
Okay, so we're just following along with everything he did.
I'm honored to witness you arriving at the same decision. First, the outcome. He attained major success. He might not have become a tycoon like old Audie, but he was considered a character of excellent repute. Did he realize the wish he set out to achieve? No. The last time I saw him was in the real world, where the hounds were going to permanently exile him, and I was the accompanying Bronze Melodia. The mission was simple. Listen to the criminal's repentance. He told me the reason he was in this predicament was because he conspired to usurp the head of the Alfalfa family. When I asked him about his 2 children, he instead responded with a question. What children? In the end, my heart aligned with the harmony, and the good deed I dared to undertake held no value. Next comes the third and final decision. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master, and as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels, nothing out of the ordinary.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
Huh?
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries.
That's a miracle.
Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. Would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
If Mr. Sunday's question leaves you puzzled, you should find the answer from your own experiences with each trailblaze. Dangers and tribulations will surely follow. But would you ever back away?
Oh, so we're actually going to
differ from... Would you stop March and Don Hung from reaching...
Support Robin.
I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the Order, where the strong govern the weak.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison, a place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind.
Is this really living?
Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. the chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer.
Tell him.
We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
Not long ago.
What is this place?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
Did we really bring him here?
I don't know, but I feel a sense of déjà vu.
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha.
Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch.
There are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose?
I guess... maybe this way? Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and even lived here for a while.
Well, where do we go?
If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. Clocky and I used to sit by the fire, listening to the crackling of firewood. And the room on the other side was the toy room.
Oh yeah, there was a toy room there.
I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor and making up stories for each of them.
You're Mikhail.
Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux?
Mikhail? Or like a reincarnation or something
I heard
related.
Some noises from the room. Origami Bird? That's a friend of mine.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea.
But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Huh? Oh, that does seem to be the case.
I remember
Mikhail,
exploring the area.
That's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker.
Mikhail!
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Ah, you are related.
And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence.
No, he literally
Could
remembers
you tell us
being
more
here.
about your grandpa, Mikhail?
He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the Seafarer has nothing to do with the Watchmaker. So, perhaps it's just a coincidence. So, where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey. And it's been quite a while since I last saw him.
Your memories are all jumbled up, so I'm not gonna
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead.
While Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made,
into the pool. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
The scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all.
Up ahead is...
Yeah, we didn't go this way before.
Study. It was in that room that I saw him the last time.
Is our destination.
Whoa.
Misha! You finally come!
Flocky, you're here!
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived to ensure that everyone had land to settle on. He had to continue exploring the sea and search for the source of the rising seawater. On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere and told me to stay home and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky, an ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
Well, Misha, you're in luck. Come with us.
It's the Astral Express. I remember now.
In we go.
This is it. This is my room of clocks. While I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop, and it became my secret base. I learned how to repair clockworking gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new world. I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home?
Yes, but not exactly. This dream bubble itself is my home.
Oh.
Looks like you've remembered everything now. Marge, do you remember when she mentioned a clocky that only she could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Crazy that Mr. Yang could see it.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky.
Yeah.
A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
No, but it led him to us.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Wait. No way!
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream. just like a memory zone meme. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clocky.
So it's not that the watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away?
Now, should we call you Misha, or...
Wait, is he really?
Thank you all for helping me rediscover
Is he
my true
really?
self. Now, I was born on Lusaka, in the Presmere system. Adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure, a name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply, Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
You're the watchmaker himself?
Awesome!
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more. I am only a reflection of his life. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. A friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
Oh.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor.
That's okay. I don't need it.
All I have for you is a story and two gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, and my hat too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Open that door and enter the long dream of an old man.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lusaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
Where are you going, Legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us.
I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat.
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, Legwork.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have! Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then.
We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. If I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea.
Oh, come on! Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Asdana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here. Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandma gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass. So, your name should have been Compassy. And the watchmaker is just a nameless.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else.
Rest under the moonlight.
I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again when you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
What?
What do you mean, Misha?
Are you kidding me?
You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you.
Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to Order.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this.
Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage.
For a final battle.
Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there. In all fairness, if you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Well, I didn't want to do this, man. Ah, the path of harmony. Yeah!
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
Maybe he won't accept the outcome unless he wins fair and square. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
And lose! I flexed on him too hard with my peak swag. Guess I messed around and found out. We picking that one.
You. Every time an important moment arrives, you hesitate.
They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an Eon.
What do you mean?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Oops, I missed that.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, "I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams."
3 times?
3 times?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death won't come true in the most terrible form.
The true death, where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
Oh, I see.
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
I'm ready.
A shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality. Land of the dreams, Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Yeah, such a shame.
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. The opposite of death is eternal life, and that's something I'll never desire. People die, and I am no exception. But that's exactly why we have to choose where we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
Are you not the same, Blade? The end you desire is not one dictated by others. If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. I believe I should die as a human. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved onto their tombstone. The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. Then it changed to Stellaron Hunter. But one day,
it will be Firefly?
It will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
In the meantime, somewhere at Dreamflux Reef.
Quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots cursed us? They said, "Go to hell, you worthless traitors." Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but if longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you fool.
It's warm here. You're lucky to have found shelter from the rain, let alone fresh berries in this desolate place.
It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy. The only downside is that when you chew it, it becomes extremely spicy.
What? Okay.
Have you lost your sense of taste?
I can still taste certain things, like a faint sweetness. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky, and when it landed on my tongue, it tasted like raspberries. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that what's tying everything together isn't the big events, but rather these small yet unforgettable moments. Don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face. At least I haven't completely lost my senses and memories yet.
Well, congratulations on adding another footnote to your journey. By the way, are you always alone?
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Akavilis.
So, what happened?
She became stagnant water.
Well, my condolences.
Condolences? I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So, that's what I did.
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Or perhaps I'm just afraid. I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her, just like all the other days in my life. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this faint, warm red, there's almost nothing.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos finding warmth in the red color.
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. And that for every remaining moment of my life, I'd strive for a better ending for all. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. It's truly pure nihility.
4 system hours until Charmony Festival.
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? It's one of the Paradise Kingdoms under the influence of the Harmony. Half an Amber Era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes.
If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason to do that.
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony, that is.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazeront, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe, and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. 2 paths lost their eons in that war, the propagation and the order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a certain eon.
Shipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the 2 leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky Choir are hiding within the family, trying to resurrect a fallen eon?
Bingo!
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath?
Well...
Exactly. The assistance from the Lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions they're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Aww. 3 system hours until Charmony Festival.
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And IPC starships are gathering towards Astana. Where is the chosen one who harmonizes the varied sounds?
I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
Bro, you can't sing.
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival. In our plan.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be 2 suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Okay, buddy.
Do you believe in karma?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine.
Yeah, it's coming right now.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world, instead of a city filled with hope and dreams?
It's for justice, my child.
Justice for what?
If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the Harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead.
Oh.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
2 system hours until
This
Charmony
is
Festival.
the interior of the Penacony Grand Theater.
It's about to be ruined. Anyway.
Quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soul Glad. But Why is the venue still closed when the Charmony Festival is about to start?
And not only that, the entire theater is eerily quiet.
So Sunday's messing with us?
My apologies for the delay, March 7th. I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, I invite you to enjoy a stage play in 3 acts before the festival begins.
3 acts?
History is a mirror reflecting the universe's true essence. Let's use this opportunity to delve into the rich history of Penacony and the Eons.
Are they expecting us to enter it?
Let's go. Stage play Act 1, Ode to Prisoner.
Where are we now?
The atmosphere here looks similar to Sunday's inner world. Perhaps this so-called stage play is created with his abilities.
I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable.
The puppet shows me the way.
Where shall we start our narrative?
This place.
Well, in 2147 AE, a prisoner named Hanunu ignited a struggle for liberty and emerged triumphant.
We've shattered the cages and expelled the
It's
guards.
true that Hanunu was a legendary hero, but it must be acknowledged that while he bestowed freedom upon the prisoners, he didn't grant them true liberation. Once again, Asdana was engulfed in war, this time the enemies originating from within. The prisoners remained prisoners for the rest of their lives, fighting for freedom rather than...
What the?
I hope you like this land of freedom on a scorched earth.
As you can see, their sentences have long ended, and the IPC guards have long been expelled. Yet, these prisoners remain enslaved.
Learn the essence of freedom and teach your fellow prisoners to fight for their lives.
Hey! Why do we have to fight while enjoying the show?
It's
For I
fine.
desire not only your enjoyment, but also your assistance in its completion.
Really? Oh, whatever.
Leave it to me.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
All in. Essay as knowledge, the measure of truth, and falsehood.
Dying.
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
You know nothing.
Finish it,
Survive
Will.
or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
No one can restrain you anymore.
Thus concludes the first act. Amidst a raging war, the frontier prison headed toward becoming Land of the Exiles.
Stage play Act 2, Ode to Fool.
Behold the ensuing tale, a struggle for power. Penacony witnessed the ascent of the 7 major lineages: tree, grass, flower, bird, beast, fruit, and insect. Peace never truly graced Land of the Exiles.
I shall forge new
Only when
bonds
Gopher
of
Wood led the family to Land of the Exiles and earned recognition from all 5 major lineages did Penacony.
Dear outsider, I beseech your aid in purging this mansion of the poison spread by the lurking instigators.
You want us to help you?
I wish they could regain their reason and cast away the shackles of hypocrisy.
Looks like we've gotta help those guys kneeling down over there calm down a bit, right?
In the absence of my master, I am free. But without their guidance, for whom shall I sing?
Okay. Oh, clockwork. Calm.
I shall sing for my new master.
Last one.
Without a master, who can grant me true freedom?
Thank you, dear outsiders. Cast aside the veils of hypocrisy and embrace one another.
Get ready. Looks like another fight is about to begin.
Alright.
Listen, the snow is all of us on. The sky trembles.
What is happening? I don't know what kinds of stuff he's doing, but...
At the edge of the silver distance, the first buds sprout when the rising sun.
It too shall fall.
Let's begin.
You're on a test. 0 points.
Hedge your bet.
Again?
I don't... Whoa, that's a lot of damage.
0 points.
Let's finish this up
Essay
fast.
as knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
I don't know what that was, but I don't like that.
It too shall fall.
Fail.
Yeah.
Alas, they remain but slaves till the very end, with the illusion of freedom. Thus concludes the second act.
This is how Penacony fell under the family's control. Since the arrival of the Harmony, the land of the exiles has undergone dramatic changes, not all of which have proven beneficial.
Stage play Act 3, Ode to Order.
Oh, I get it now. The last scene is all about singing the praises of the Order.
Yup. Now what?
Hey, aren't we supposed to kick off a short story and have a fight here just like...
Perhaps we'll need to complete the story ourselves.
So, do you think their mind needs tinkering or something?
Maybe. Based on experience, it seems you need to employ the clockwork once again. Alright. Maybe...
Farewell, former king.
Oh.
My apologies for my negligence. I forgot to inform you that the final part was scripted long ago.
Let our previous king recount it to you.
Prepare for battle. Looks...
Oh. Okay.
Descending from the infinite spiral of
a lot of new enemies.
I traverse towards the future with measured steps. No need to remember me or seek my existence.
Hedge your bets,
I don't have them, but Dr. Ratio's out of commission.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
A test. Fail.
All in.
I'm fine.
Is it kind of healing?
0 points.
Why is it healing? Why does it do that? I don't know, but it's dead
too
now.
Shall fall. Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
I don't know.
This is the final scene. It's much more straightforward. He wants to expel the Harmony and establish an empire based on the Order. Let's go. Once this stage play concludes, it'll be time for the main event, the Charmony Festival.
One system hour until Charlie
They
Festival.
imbued the world with meaning, perfecting all things in the heavens and on earth. Then, they rested from the labors of creation. Yet, all beings cried out to Enna. Under the banner of the Order, you have defined all things in the cosmos. But this made us realize that we are but puppets in your hands. Thus, on that day, all beings united and cast the Eon into the abyss of oblivion.
This Grand Theater looks totally different.
Everyone, get ready. This could be a tough battle.